Okay, we're all set.
Okay.
This is the September 8th, 2020 meeting of the Water Pollution Control Authority. I'm Greg Hanover, Director of Public Works for the town of Groton. And with us, we have Dave Williams, Chair of the WPCA, Laura Ballard, and Hugh Barton. So we have a quorum. So Dave, I'll turn it over to you.
Okay, fine. You just did the roll call.
Yep.
Do we have any citizens petitions?
We have nobody, no attendees, no.
Did they ever, the last meeting I saw was that guy tried to call in with a comment. Did anything ever become of that?
No, there was somebody from New Jersey. I think it was just a wrong number, to be honest with you, but nothing ever became of that, no.
Yeah, okay. Approval of the last minutes. We sort of read them. Is there any?
Move to approve.
Okay, second.
Second.
Is there a second?
Yes.
Second.
Yes.
Okay. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, the same. The meetings are approved. Communications and bills. Do we have any?
We have no communications and bills at this time.
Okay. Consultant reports. Consultant reports. Do we have any consultant reports?
We don't this month. I do have Fuss O'Neill's working on a modeling of the Northwest Interceptor, similar to what they did for the Northeast Interceptor. I asked them if they would be ready for tonight's meeting, and they said they weren't. They need another couple weeks, so I intend to have them here in the October meeting.
Oh, okay.
To present their findings of the capacity of the Northwest Interceptor.
Are you in a position to say if there are likely to be any surprises, or do we just have to wait?
I did meet with them on a preliminary basis. It was surprising that the pipe sizes are adequate all the way through from the subbase to the treatment plant. The weak link, so to speak, seems to be the Peconic River pump station. This seems to be a little bit undersized, I guess. And that's the pump station that's right in front of the Groton Utilities water treatment facility. Right there across the South Road. And that's one of our bigger pump stations. And I was a little surprised at that, but
yeah. So this we may be forced with, or may be faced with a desire to increase the size of something.
Yeah, potentially. Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Well. Okay. Changes to sewer use list. I don't have anything on that.
No, nothing on that. I mean, we have gotten quite a few people that have hooked up, and we're also we're getting a lot of calls about people paying off their deferred sewer assessments. I guess people are selling their houses or whatnot, but a lot of times the buyers are requesting the seller pay all that off, which is interesting.
Wow.
I've never seen that before, but it seems to be
Really is a buyer's market.
Yeah, we've had 3 or 4 people, our attorneys call us up, trying to figure out, what the deferred assessment is. So we've been working with the tax office and getting that all straightened out. So it's interesting.
You mean we've got a whole bunch of people who've been assessed and just haven't bothered paying it?
Well, no, it's not. It's a deferred assessment. Like if they have a large piece of property that they can subdivide, they can defer a certain amount of the assessment. So they didn't have to pay it all at once back in the 70s or 80s whenever the sewer went in. And that deferment just sits there until they either split the lot or they put a building up on it. And that triggers, they would owe the money. But, people are catching on to this and they want it paid, by the seller.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, I got to say the attorneys are on the ball. Sounds to me like, which I guess is good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Is there an attorney's report?
No.
Public Works Director's report.
Just a couple. You read the one about one of the new hires we've got. We're also currently advertising for the assistant director for the WPCF, or Water Pollution Control Division, WPCD actually. And that's Chris Lund's old position.
Uh-huh.
That's been vacant for a while now, and so we're going out and trying to attract somebody to fill that position.
Oh, now, did I hear that you tried once and didn't get anybody?
Yeah, Gary tried once right before he left and didn't really get anybody. So
He said there were two applications received, as I recall.
yeah, he did get two. He did interview the two, but he didn't hire them because he didn't feel they were a fit for the position.
I see. Okay. Is this a trend? There aren't enough of these guys around nationwide or whatever? Or
I think so. I think, yeah, people don't want to get into this business, and and maybe the pay isn't what it should be. So
that's interesting, because several people we've had, Chris and Gary and somebody else quit and went somewhere else. I don't know if it was because of pay or what.
yeah, I know Gary just retired, so I don't know about
He
Chris.
just
I think
retired.
wanted to do something else. So
I think he retired, but he's doing something. Yeah, he's doing something else. Yeah.
yeah,
Well, sometimes you retire if you can make more money another way. Yeah. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Water pollution control facility report. I guess we did talk about that. Oh,
Yeah.
are you through with the public works director's report?
yeah. I'll just Harry Clark did report that for 2019 we were below our nitrogen limit of 153, so we're getting a check back from DEEP for $424.
Right.
Wow.
Yeah, we won't spend it all in one place
Spend it all in one place. Yeah.
because I think we were just below our limit. I think we came in at like 151 for the year, something like that last year.
I see. Yeah. Okay. Well, that's better than being over, I guess.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. Then we would have to pay them.
Yeah. Pretty small potatoes anyway. Yeah. So that's it.
Yeah, that's all I had.
Okay. Well, I have no report. The Beard. So old business is the Beard Brewery. We don't have any movement on that, I guess.
Well, we do have a little bit. We did sit down with the property owner
Uh-huh.
and also with the owner of Beard Brewing and the owner of the Mystic Cheese Company. They are the two tenants on the property. We met with them.
They're different, huh?
Yeah, there's two businesses in that building.
Uh-huh.
And we met with them on July 9th after we sent them a letter, stating all our concerns. And, they definitely want to work with us.
Yeah.
We since had a follow-up meeting on August 10th. And Beard
Is this
Brewery-
with the property owner or with the business owners or both?
The follow-up meeting was with just the business owners.
Mm-hmm. Uh-huh.
And the purpose of that meeting was they've hired an engineering consultant that I guess he does this nationally for these small breweries to put in waste treatment systems.
Uh-huh.
So they are looking at, they're definitely going to be doing something, and they're also going to be putting in some type of a flow meter and a sampling manhole so that we can accurately build them.
Uh-huh.
We're still
Oh,
looking at,
good.
what we're going to bill them for the past, because, right now they're really not getting any bills.
So
Yeah.
the business owners are assuming that responsibility.
Correct.
Wow, that's
Yeah,
impressive, really. I mean,
Yeah, they've
They
really
put-
stepped up to the plate, I think. They
yeah,
just said, we're not doing anything. But I think, some of the numbers that we gave them for what the bill could be kind of really scared them.
yeah.
Uh-huh.
They
So
said,
better to be cooperative.
yeah, that's first thing, that would put me right out of business if I had to pay those bills. So
Yeah.
he understands the magnitude of the situation, and he's definitely
well-
on board. And
But
working.
the property owner doesn't seem at all,
He just
yeah.
passes the bills on to the tenant, so he's
Wow.
Yeah.
But he has more than those tenants. So isn't this going to come up again and again and again? Isn't that a whole business park?
Well, he
Well,
just
no,
owns,
but-
he just
Oh, he
owns that
owns-
one lot.
Oh.
Yeah, each of
Okay.
those buildings, there's like 10 or so properties. It's like it's a commercial subdivision on that street.
Oh, okay.
So it's actually a town road, and then each, like where the buses are, that's one property, then there's another. They're
Oh,
all
I
individually owned.
misunderstood.
Yeah.
I see. I see.
So all these guys have their own sewer deal, or is it just the two that are putting stuff in the sewer?
Well, everybody would pay, all the other properties would pay the commercial rate. But for some reason, these guys weren't getting charged. And then when we found this issue with the
Mhm.
industrial strength of their discharge, that's when, kind of
Yeah, yeah.
said, hey, we got to do something. And they've really stepped up and, are definitely going to be doing something.
The cheese was the big thing, bigger than the brewery. Is that right?
I don't necessarily think that's true, but they're
Uh-huh.
both, the brewery owner is probably taking the lead on it.
Uh-huh, uh-huh. Okay. Do they all pay the property owner and the property owner pays us, or we bill them directly?
We bill the property owner. We don't bill the tenants because we can, if the property owner doesn't pay, we can put a lien on the property, whereas the tenant can't lien them. So we always bill property owners.
I see. That sounds like it makes sense. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So the thing is still hanging.
Yeah. And hopefully we can get this wrapped up in another month or two.
Are the brewery and the cheese thing operating as we speak?
They're
I
busy.
believe they are, yeah.
They're busy.
Are they? Okay. Well, I got to say a business that charges you $7 for a beer that you can get for $1 at the supermarket has got to be making some money.
It's pretty labor intensive.
Yeah, their
A lot of
costs
beer.
are a bit higher than Budweiser's.
Right.
Yep. Yeah. Okay. So things are still pending.
Yeah.
Okay. But we don't know when there's going to be a resolution either, I guess.
No, I will, I'll contact them next week and see how they're coming along, see where they are.
Yeah, it wouldn't hurt to keep bugging them, I would expect.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, I know that John Rosbicki mentioned something about cutting them a break if it appears it would drive them out of business. I don't know if that's...
Whoops. Oh, you're back again, Laura. You disappeared for
Yeah, it's funny, I got a FaceTime call and I just declined it from the phone. Those kids,
busy.
right.
Oh boy. FaceTime, that's another app. I never heard of it.
Yeah, it's fun.
Don't get started.
I know. It's been fun
Okay,
during
should
the
we move
pandemic.
on?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Goss Cove Pump Station Grant.
Yes, that's, I think I told you guys back in May, we had applied for a grant with the Office of Economic Adjustment. This was a pilot program with the Defense Community Infrastructure Group.
We'll repeat that. Who's the grant for?
It was the Office of Economic Adjustment, and it was the Defense Community Infrastructure Pilot Program.
Is this a federal thing or a
It
state
was a
thing?
it was a federal grant, and it was open to all, states and territories. They received 130 proposals from 35 different states and territories, and they only granted 16 invitations. So we were not one of them, unfortunately. but based on the fact that they only granted 16 out of 130 people, I'm not surprised. The ones, the type of projects that they granted were like for recreation centers, Air Force bases, and what else were they? Like some school. They were larger projects that really dealt more with the community, the military community, military life values versus wastewater and infrastructure improvements, which there was a lot of those type of improvements, and none of them got any money.
I see. So ours wasn't sexy enough.
It wasn't sexy enough. So we won't be getting any money for our Gosco pump station, but we do have, the 1.3 million in the CIP. So we are still going out to bid with it, which we should be doing in the next couple weeks. The plans and specs and everything are all pretty much done. We're wrapping those up. So I think, the bid opening will probably be in October, probably be after our next meeting. So I won't have any bid results then, but we will be going out to bid soon.
Okay, bid opening in October. Okay. Yeah. As I'd mentioned once before, it would make me give me a warm feeling if there were more detail in the minutes. I realize it may be more work for you, but
well, Carrie's the one that keeps the minutes, so
more work for Carrie.
more work for Carrie. That's all right.
Yeah. Okay.
Do we need to, did we approve last minutes?
Yes, we voted.
Okay.
Remember, you
I
moved.
moved, that's right.
I wrote that down.
Getting the mad cow, right?
Yeah. I don't believe I've ever run across a case where there was any correction to the minutes. And we basically do a reasonable good job on it. Unless you want to respell the word beard.
I don't, yeah,
I think that's
get
correct.
plenty.
That is correct.
Yeah. Okay.
It is D. But I'm very comfortable with the minutes as they stand.
The way they are, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I spent my life working for the government. I like to appear to be busy, generating more paper means you're busy. But mine, it's merely a preference and not a command of any kind. So whatever.
Well, I would move to adjourn so that somebody can get back to his vacation.
Well, there's one more thing here. There's
One more item, I think.
Oh, sorry.
Outfall truncation update.
Yeah, this is the outfall and the things where the EV is going to be.
Yeah.
Just to give you an update, they are going to be bidding this in the late fall of this year, and they plan to do the construction likely in spring, summer of next year.
Late fall, and construction spring.
Spring or summer of next year, 2021.
Yeah. Okay.
I did talk to Fuss O'Neill, who's their consultant. They updated the preliminary design report, and they should be sending it to me, and I can send it out to you guys if you're interested in it. I think it's pretty much what I'd sent before, all the testing, the modeling, and all that stuff.
So if there's no surprises, I don't guess I need it.
Yeah, I don't need it. And if
Okay.
there's nothing, no major
Nothing really
change.
changed, I guess, from what.
Yeah, then
Yeah.
Okay.
I looked through it once.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, so that is the last item, I guess.
Okay, shall I move to adjourn?
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, the same. Okay, well, thank you all very much. And
Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
do
Bye.
Bye.
do you expect we'll have a meeting next month, or do we know that yet?
Yeah, we should. Yeah, we will.
Yeah. Okay, very good.
See
Okay.
you then.
See ya.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Bye.